RISC, the Research Institute for Symbolic Computation, is an institute of the Johannes Kepler University Linz. We are physically located in the ancient castle of Hagenberg. RISC is concerned with the automatization of mathematics. We are looking at various areas such as algebra, combinatorics, geometry, mathematical logic, and in all these areas and in others, we are trying to develop constructive mathematical approaches. In all this activity, we use modern-day information technology. RISC consists of an academic institution together with the RISC software company, which was founded by the RISC Institute. In the academic institute RISC, there are approximately 50 people working on research and education. And in the RISC software company, there are approximately 30 people working on modern-day industrial solutions. These 50 people at the RISC Institute include 3 full professors. Bruno Buchberger, the founder and former chairman of the RISC Institute, my colleague Peter Paule, and myself. In addition to these 3 full professors, there are approximately 13 associate and assistant professors at RISC. All these professors, full, associate, and assistant professors, together make up the RISC faculty. They are the people who are responsible for research and education, for acquiring research projects, and for advising our doctoral students. It is very important to have a clear and consistent view of how science can function in a modern-day society. We live in a knowledge-driven society, so it's of utmost importance to constantly increase our knowledge about science and the natural world. This knowledge which we acquire has to be passed on to the next generation, so we need excellent education. And this knowledge, of course, should also be applied for creating more efficient industrial solutions for our problems. So the Institute RISC rests on 3 pillars: research, education, and industrial applications. In all these areas, RISC strives for excellence. We are recognized all over the world as a leading institute in research and education in symbolic computation. And our RISC software company is a well-respected partner in industrial solutions nationally and also on a European scale. The professors at RISC, of course, participate in the teaching of students at the Johannes Kepler University, in particular in teaching the mathematics and informatics students. In all these courses, we try to stress the creativity of mathematics, and we try to stress the importance of a clear way of communication. But in addition to these obvious duties of a mathematical institute, RISC has been running a doctoral or PhD program over the last 20 years, which is really not a local program but an international PhD program. Every year, typically in the fall of the year, RISC sends out a call for applications to this PhD program to many institutes all over the world. We receive applications, and approximately in February, the RISC faculty gets together and makes a decision on who will be accepted for the next academic year. Every year, typically, we accept 5 to 7 PhD students. And a student typically spends 3 to 4 years before they can complete their doctoral degree. When a new student arrives at RISC, typically at the beginning of an academic year in October, they have to take lots of courses in various areas of symbolic computation. Towards the end of their first year, they should decide about which area they want to choose for their PhD studies, and they should get to an agreement with a faculty member who will be their academic advisor for the PhD studies. From then on, it's research, presentation of results in seminars, workshops, international conferences, publications in journals, and finally, presenting a thesis to an academic committee. When a student finishes the PhD studies, he or she should be an independent young researcher. The internationality is a very important aspect of the RISC PhD program. We do not really try to be a locally important institute in this area, but we try to be recognized all over the world as a leading educational institute in symbolic computation. This can only be achieved if one teaches in English, so RISC tries to do this. Over the years, RISC has had many PhD students. With 63 PhD students have finished their degree in the last 20 years, and they are now active researchers and business people all over the world. Currently, 22 students are active members of our PhD program, and when they finish their studies, they should be able to provide the solutions for the future.